When you're taught to fear God or to fear the God that you believe you know or think you know, or maybe even recognize that you don't even know it all because you're just afraid of it. Understand that that's the same relationship that you probably have with your parents. There's probably no respect there. There's probably not even love there. There's just, I'm scared of you. I'm scared of the outcomes that might come from me wanting to get to know you or me choosing to even be myself in front of you. A lot of us have parents that have taught us how to do things that they were taught, and they didn't really think about how that might affect you. They just wanted to continue to do what they had learned to do as children, which was to follow suit, which was to be obedient because they too are afraid of getting out of line, out of fear of what the repercussions or what the consequences or what the outcomes might be if they choose to do anything that is in the realm of self-fulfillment. You are someone in this era, in this day and age, that have chosen to heal, that have chosen to take a path of authenticity, that has chosen to take a path of self-alignment. And with that comes you shifting from darkness into light. Now, when you're someone who grows up in the dark, someone who grows up unseen, someone who feels forgotten, someone who feels unrecognizable, someone who feels unfathomable, someone who feels overlooked, someone who feels disregarded or disrespected, someone who feels lack of being chosen or lack of being respected at all. When you're someone who grows up like that, and then the reality that you shift into is one where now you're automatically seen, you're chosen, you are perceived, you are honored, you are recognized, you are uplifted, you are first, you are sought out, you are a beacon of light, a beacon of hope. That requires such a strength and a courage and a bravery, because you now have to choose to know that this new reality isn't deceitful, it isn't an illusion, it isn't harmful, it isn't dangerous, it isn't a trick. You have to choose to believe that everything that you've ever everything that you were ever conceived in and bred into and was ingrained to believe. You have to now take all that and push it out. It's like having a forest take everything that it is and completely becoming a volcano. It's like it's the shift of a caterpillar into a fucking butterfly. Like, all you've ever known was the ground. All of a sudden you're in the air and you're snatched. What the fuck? When did all, like, what happened? You had all, what is this? And now imagine that transition, the transition of decay, the transition of boiling, the transition of surrender, the transition of I'm nothing that I used to be. I'm complete goo. And I'm trusting that this is going to transition me into now a butterfly, that a bitch that got wings. What? And so I want you to be kind to yourself, because many of you, I believe, like myself, was afraid to tap into the God within because you were taught to fear God. So the whole idea of God, the whole idea of godliness, the whole idea of you even being God is so fucking scary, just because you were taught to fear God in the first place, because the God that you were taught about smites motherfuckers. The God that you were probably taught about, like the one that I was taught about, is one that wants you to bow at its feet, wants you to be afraid of it, wants you to be beneath it. You could never stand beside that God, because you always got to be on your knees for that one. No, thank you. And so I don't stand with that God at all. I don't like that God at all. I don't like it's because it's a concept. The concept of God anyway is one that we create as humans. And I refuse to stand by the reality where the God that I'm choosing to not serve, because I don't serve the God in me, I'm partners with that God. I am in a relationship with that God. I am in love with that God because that God shows unconditional love to me. That God gives me unconditional love. That God speaks to me with so much compassion, so much support. That God has become someone that I feel that I could be on a team with. Me and that God are teammates. And I love being teammates with my God. I think that's cuter. I love being teammates with that God. I love being friends with that God. I love being lovers with that God. I love how that God looks at me, even when I'm looking at myself with such disdain, with so much aggravation, when I'm looking at myself and feeling so frustrated, when I'm being so unkind to me, that God says, hey, babe, whoa, who you talking to? Y'all know I love my Bupichka. And so when those moments happen, that God says, honey, chill, babe. Chill. You know I love you. You know you're loved. You know that you're appreciated. Look, honey, let's go outside real quick. Let me go show you some signs to let you know that I'm real and I'm here. Hey, I know there's a voice in your head right now that's telling you, I want you to show yourself this love that I'm giving you. Look at this other reflection. I'm over here. Look. And I'm like, ooh, yes, my love. Hey, beloved, I love you. Hey, sweetness, sugar, honey pie, plum, honey berry juice. Honey, yo, Miss Honeykins, honey bisky wapsko. Hey, boo aquale, baby, any two ababa, a wula, hey, baby, Nicole, hini rawu, not ikile, durba, not ikelu. Ala, sikwe, ye belu. Na, bobo, way, lula, baby, any kale, ala, robo, ilenu. Aharoa be ini hiletana hini de rubaba o ini kiki aroha babe runa hababuko elani. And then I say, what was that? Oh, hi. Oh my God. Then I realized, fuck, where was I at? Hell. You were in hell, babe. You were in hell. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's all right, but you made it out. You were just experiencing what your inner child experienced, which was really just the physical manifestation of the deconstruction process or the descension process of your consciousness into a form of matter. Hi. Hello, my love. You don't got to keep going through that. It's all right. We grown now. Ashe, you ready? Okay. Love you. Yeah. Come on. Come home. Come home. You all right. You made it. You just were experiencing the physical process of what your consciousness goes through when it's coming down here. But then you don't got to keep repeating that part. You're already here. So now you could just go from there, bow, there, bow, there, bow, there, bow. And you good. You good. You can now go to sleep, wake up, and you Gucci. You Gucci. Amen. Emilio Pucci. So I want you to understand that the God that is within you, I promise you, is way more kind than you think. The God that is within you is way more loving than you think. The God that is within you is way more phenomenal than you think. The God that is within you cares for you way more than you think. Many of your parents don't actually hate you. They hate their behaviors. They don't even really hate themselves. I really don't think anybody hates themselves, to be honest with you. I don't feel that in my body. I actually feel a sense of relief in my body when I say that. I think people hate their behaviors, hate their patterns, and hate their choices. I think people hate the habits that have been cultivated just because of conditioning that they felt they were out of control of even receiving in the first place. I say an amen. And I say that because there's some children who are themselves, regardless of what the fuck their parents do and or say. And we've all seen those children. There's probably one or two that you grew up with or you saw even within school where you were like, damn, that motherfucker is crazy. And you only said that because whatever their parents turned, it was fuck you, mom. Fuck you, mom. I don't give a fuck, mom. And you would probably be like, that kid gonna end up in jail or something like that. And that motherfucker grew up to be just themselves. Gag. Garusker. So I'm here just to tell you that you deserve to be loved by you. And that's one period. I was recently flying with Southwest, and there were two beings that I want to call that I call despicable, and my ego calls them despicable. They both felt like they were plotting to be rude towards me. And it was so funny because myself responded naturally in laughter with both of them. And I literally walked away from both of them cackling hysterically because I realized how much I loved myself, and I could feel how much they did not love anything about anything. I didn't feel love when I tapped into their energy high key to feel them. And I realized, oh, y'all are the reflections of me that hated myself. I understand that. I won't say that y'all hate yourselves, but I will say that when I look in the mirror, I see your face. And to them, I say unconditional love to you, because I don't believe that they're innately that way. Peace.